Hi, I'm Jamie Evans from Impala Films, and this is an update video that we wanted to put on YouTube just to update you guys on where we are with current projects, including our debut feature movie. The date today is the 14th of February 2021, 1 year exactly from the moment that we yelled action on our first day of shooting our feature film, Candy Hart and the Fire of Catalan. Originally this was shot under the title Candy Hart and the Merchant's Ghost, but we've since decided to change that title slightly to Candy Hart and the Fire of Catalan. You may remember that we were doing a fundraiser for this project that helped us to raise some money towards the shooting costs. Shooting the film was one of the best parts not only of 2020 but of my career so far. Candy Hart is a character I've had in my head for a long time, under different names and slightly different forms, but I always knew I wanted to do this story of a teen girl who was a detective, and when the opportunity came up to do that, it was too good to pass up. So we began shooting on the 14th of February 2020, just before the coronavirus pandemic made its way to the United Kingdom where we were shooting. We shot for 16 straight days, which was a wonderfully stressful, difficult and intense period. Everyone involved in the project was working round the clock, barely sleeping, and yet, despite all of this, it was one of the most fun experiences of my life. Unfortunately, some of the latter scenes had to be postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic and the fact that the United Kingdom was put into a lockdown very shortly after we completed the first block of filming. This was all resolved though during the summer, in between the two lockdowns, when the government gave permission for filming to go ahead again, and we were able to pick up the remaining scenes. The only scenes left to shoot now are a pair of flashback sequences, which we always intended to shoot at a later date anyway, once we had completed a first edit of the film. To give you guys an update on where this film stands at the moment, unfortunately we did hit some delays that we were not expecting, involving some technical issues and things like that delayed the editing. However, we have now switched over to DaVinci Resolve, which will be the software that we're going to be using to edit the film going forward, and we're working on a brand new editing machine which is working wonderfully and performing to all of our expectations. So the good news is that the edit for Candy Hart and the Fire of Catalan is underway now, and in fact the rough cut is currently about a third done. If the film's going to last roughly 90 minutes, we've got about 30 minutes done. As a little teaser of our progress on Candy Hart and the Fire of Catalan, I am proud to share with you some screenshots that have not yet been seen. Meantime, Impala Films has been working on several other projects that I'm really excited to tell you about some of those today. I've been working with Hodges, who you may remember from some of our Candy Hart promotional videos a little while ago. He plays Harry Eastoft, the son of Denise and Alistair Eastoft in the movie. Benton has now come on board full-time with Impala to work with me in creating more brilliant entertainment for you guys at home. And I'm proud today to tell you of a couple of the projects that we've got in the pipeline. So, project number one is a new podcast that we've already begun airing, so you may have seen it. This podcast is called Jamie, Your Film Taste Sucks. Hosted by myself and Benton, we're joined by a panel of guests Often Dave and Ben, but rotating to have special guests on. Ideally, where possible, guests who are involved in the indie movie making industry. And we sort of give our opinions on various film topics. So some of the topics we've debated include: what is the quintessential romantic movie? Is it possible to make good original horror movies in the 21st century, or has everything been done already? And generally speaking, they end up all picking on me because my film taste isn't great, apparently, according to them. It's a really fun listen. We have a lot of fun recording it, and if you're a big film fan, I think you'll have a lot of fun too. We love getting audience feedback as well, whether it's suggestions for new topics or just the audience weighing in on topics we've already discussed. We always love when that happens, so please feel free to comment or write into us. You can listen to Jamie Your Film Taste Sucks every week on Spotify or Podbean, and I'm proud to announce today that it is now coming to YouTube if you want to listen to your podcasts in that way. Beginning with episode 8, we will be releasing all of the episodes to YouTube. We're really sorry that we can't release episodes 1 to 7 on YouTube, but that's for a couple of reasons. The first is that they were largely practice episodes while we were still getting used to the format, and secondly, we don't have them anymore. We kind of, due to a miscommunication, we deleted the actual finished files, but you can get those episodes on Podbean and Spotify. If you like the podcast, please like it, share it, subscribe it, leave us reviews, and share with all your friends so we can get the listenership up as much as possible. The next project that I'm excited to tell you about is our brand new serialised audio drama, Haunted. Haunted is based on an idea that I first wrote in 2010. And it was originally planned as a long-running web series, but it quickly became apparent that the idea was going to be too expensive and too cumbersome to produce, given our resources at that time. So I resurrected the idea and teamed up with a fantastic team of writers to craft the show into what it currently exists as. Haunted is a serialised horror drama consisting of 8 stories spread across multiple 20-minute instalments in the old-school serialised format that used to be used on television. The show takes a lot of inspiration from projects like The X-Files, in the sense that certain episodes are mythology episodes that contribute to the long-running story arc that is built throughout the season, and other episodes are more standard Monster of the Week episodes, which you can tune in and tune out of. I'm incredibly grateful to announce that I've got a fantastic team of writers working on that project with me, and I can reveal all of them to you today. I will be writing 3 episodes of the drama. Benton from Candy Hart has also joined the writing staff and has written 2 fantastic and genuinely scary episodes. We're also joined by Mangle Media's Joseph Duncan, who you may remember as the director of We Wait in the Woods and the upcoming Dolls in the Attic. He's written an episode that's very interesting, based on some Irish folklore. We're also joined by Rory Jocelyn of Cyberpunk Studios, who has done some absolutely fantastic work that's available to view on YouTube, and you can also watch his film Human Cargo, which I do believe is available on Amazon. Rounding out our writing team is the wonderfully talented Louise Banks, who helped out on Candy Hart and the Fire of Catalan, and has written an incredibly interesting story that kind of sets itself apart from the rest of the show in a really interesting and exciting way. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with all of these people, and I cannot wait until we begin recording. Lastly, I can also announce to you our first piece of casting news, and that is that Luke Hunter, who played Kyle in Candy Hart and the Fire of Catalan, has also signed on to join the cast of Haunted, the audio drama. He will be playing a recurring character in the first season, known as Deputy Dan, a naive young police officer who finds himself caught between the realistic world that he knows, filled with order and rules, and the chaotic world of our 2 lead characters. The show revolves around a bright young woman who, upon realising that something is seriously wrong in her town, tracks down her idol, disgraced paranormal investigator James Hunter, and convinces him, reluctant though he is, to join her in the town and try and work out what is happening and what's causing all the mysterious events that are plaguing this little town. Well, we've got other things in the pipeline as well, but I think I've actually teased you with quite enough for now. Just wanted to get the message out there that Impala is still going, we are still working on projects, and we're actually more excited more than we've ever been now that we're finally teaming up with some really interesting people who are really getting to be part of this project and just driving creativity here in Essex and across the United Kingdom as well. I hope you're excited for the podcast, I hope you're excited for Haunted, and most of all, I hope you're excited for us to finish Candy Hart and the Fire of Catalan. I'll see you next time. Bye.